We shall start away with question number 28. We all have done good work till now. Most of the important stuff in this chapter, concept wise, is all over. Okay, although few questions are still pending which are quite important. Okay, but concept wise, the best concepts are over. Now, whichever concepts are left, no, those are going to be super small concepts. Okay, very small. We learn that concept, we do one or two questions, we move ahead. Okay, but before I come over to that particular level, let's try to finish off every type of question that we all had started last time. So, last time we all had done our danger level. That was the final thing that we all had done. You will tell me the formula for danger level, please. Average consumption into emergency lead time. Okay, so let's continue this question number 28. A question framed by me to some extent. Read. Assume 360 days in a year. We shall happily be doing that. A company consumes 39,960 units in a year. Okay. Lead time from the supplier is 3 days. Okay. What should the company do if its current stock level is 333 units, 444 units and 222 units? Okay. Now, first thing is that current stock is given 3 times. So, we got to be solving the question 3 times. That's a normal thing. But if we consume 39,960 units in a year and they are 360 days, can you say if I divide 39,960 by 360, then in that particular case, what I will be getting is consumption per day. Is that okay? So let's try to figure out the consumption per day, then we'll talk ahead. Right now, consumption per day is equal to consumption per day is equal to 39,960 divided by 360 is equal to, that comes to how much? 111 units per day. Now, listen to me very carefully. You have to be reading the question. The question is all about what should the company do. That is whatever is the question. What should the company do? If its current stock level is 333 units, 444 units, 222 units. Listen, somebody will have to tell me, one person will have to tell me answer to this, which is very easy. One more person will have to tell me the answer to this, which is also very easy. But 3 different people will have to tell me 3 variety of answers for this particular thing. Okay. So now you all try to be thinking. I'm giving you all in all 3 minutes to be thinking about all the answers. Okay. And then I will ask. That'll be better. Okay. Start. I've already calculated 111 units per day for you. So think about that and try to keep the things in mind. When I ask you, then you all reply. 1 minute is left. I think you would have already thought answer to part A and B. For part C, keep on thinking. Okay. I'll stop it. I think you all have thought. So somebody who wants to volunteer for speaking part A is just the shortest sentence that you have to be speaking. Somebody will tell me that, and once one person will answer, he will not be eligible to answer any other part. Okay. So somebody can be answering part A. Come on, yaar. It's the easiest part, yaar. Order the stock. When? You tell me that, no. Order the stock today only. Okay, see. You consume 111 units per day. Can we say the stock that you all have is of 333 units? Everybody can reply, this stock of 333 units will be lasting for how many days? 3 days. And in any case, my lead time is also how many days? Yeah, 3 days. So can we say we will have to order the stock today itself, no? Okay, if you delay it more, can we say that much amount of stock out will also happen, no? Okay, so therefore answer is you order just now. That's it. Okay, so you all write down. Part A, write down stock in hand 333 units. stock in hand will last for 333 divided by 111 is equal to 3 days. Lead time is 3 days. Therefore, order now. Okay, now next. Somebody else, I want the answer in this particular case for the other part. For part 2, which is equally as simple as this. You all tell me. We can wait for 1 day and order. Is that all okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because stock that we all will have will be lasting for 4 days. But then lead time is only 3 days. So even if we wait for 1 day and then order, it is all fine. Okay, so you all write down. Stock in hand is equal to, you write down on the same particular lines only. Part C, you all write this much, then I will ask somebody. When you are done with this, those people who have spoken will not be speaking. Okay, new people will be speaking. And I want 3 different people with 3 different ideas that can be coming to your mind. Complete this and then we'll talk about it. You'll have to be speaking. Okay, so everybody will be speaking. 3 different people will speak 3 different answers, please. Now, if somebody wants to be. So, therefore, first answer for part C. One thing I think you all have realized that we should have ordered 1 day before. Now, you can't go back in time like Avengers and try to order, right? Okay. So, what options you all will have? I want somebody to talk. I want somebody to talk. Don't talk among yourself. You talk with me.
So there will be stock out.
Yeah.
If the person supplier to supply the goods within 2 days, then it will be beneficial for the company.
Okay. So, okay. So what she says is that, sir, one option that obviously you place the order now, but tell the supplier to supply in 2 days. That could be kind of your emergency lead time, no?
Yes.
Obviously, in that case, you'll have to pay something higher. Is that all okay? Is that all okay?
Yes.
Now, this is one of the options. You can try to tell me some other option also that would have come to your mind. Tell me something else also. Common sense, beta. You are late now. So, what you all can do? Something else? Those guys who have spoken will not speak again. Okay. So, tell me again, Shubhjeet.
Consume less stock per day.
Try to consume less. You can do one calculation in case you all want. 222 divided by 3. Whatever that thing comes. Try to consume that much per day. Is that all okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, automatically then stock out also will not be there. Okay. So, one more option, if anybody can try to be saying one other kind of, sir, if it was my business, I can think of doing that also.
Sir, may I speak?
Yeah, sure. You can keep the factory closed for 1 day. Okay, now somebody can be saying, sir, why the hell to keep the... See, even in the other two cases, no, ultimately you are suffering only, no. In the first case, you are going to be paying the price which is higher than the normal price, so therefore you are suffering. In second case also, ultimately you are trying to reduce your consumption. So therefore, in 3 days, we are trying to consume 2 to 2 only. Okay. So the other option could as well be, if you all know in advance, the stock will only be lasting for 2 days. You can keep the factory closed for 1 day. At least that is an option. No, I'm not saying that is the best option, but still that is an option. No.
Yes.
Company can try to be thinking which out of the 3 options suits it the best. Okay. So in this case, you all write down. Company should order immediately and then do one of the following. First, pay more to supplier and tell him to come in 2 days. Second, consume, get me this figure please, 222 divided by 3, that comes to how much?
74.
74 units per day. Done, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Keep the factory closed for 1 day. Okay. Now, question number 29 is supposed to be done for homework. Leave 2 sides, leave 2 sides. Leave 2 sides, leave 2 sides. I guess last 2 questions, no. This you all can leave 1 side also. That should be enough, I think. Yeah, please just count no yaar, how many sides are to be left. So 2 sides. This will be done in 1 side. 3 sides, 4 sides, 6 sides, 7 side, 9 sides you all leave for all these particular questions. Now, one of the best questions, again one question on probability. I guess we all had done one question on probability. If you all remember that stock out question of tires, you all remember that?
Yes, sir.
This is the other question, might be a better version. Okay, so let's start. This is question number 36. X Limited uses a small castings in one of its finished products. Okay. The castings are purchased from a foundry. For us, foundry will mean supplier, nothing else. X Limited purchases 54,000 castings a year at a cost of 800 per casting. Okay. The castings are used evenly throughout the year. Okay. In a production process on a 360 day per year basis. The company estimates that it costs rupees 9,000 to place a single purchase order. Can we say 9,000 rupees it will be costing to place a single purchase order? Beta 9,000 rupees will be your CA, no?
Yes, sir.
This is your ordering cost over here. Okay. And about 300 to carry one casting in inventory for a year. So obviously this is your carrying cost per unit per annum. That's your CI. The high carrying cost means is 300 bucks. Results from need to keep the castings in carefully controlled temperature and humidity conditions. Okay. And from the high cost of insurance. So those guys are saying that why this carrying cost is so high. This carrying cost is so high because we need to keep the castings in a controlled kind of a temperature and humidity conditions and from high cost of insurance. Okay. Delivery from foundry generally takes 6 days, but it can take as much as 10 days. Now this line is super important. What this line tries to tell you is that delivery from the foundry means your supplier generally takes 6 days. Okay. So can you say average will be around 6 days? Generally, no? Okay. But it can take as much as 10 days. Can you say 10 will be kind of your maximum? Correct, no? Or you speak no? Okay. So the maximum will be say 10 days. Further, the days of delivery time and the percentage of their occurrence are shown in the following tabulation. Okay. This is whatever this question really is. Delivery days in time. Sorry, delivery time in days, what I am speaking. Now, stock that I have ordered will come in 6 days. Its percentage is how much? 75%. So, therefore, there is a 75% chance that stock will come in how many days, beta? 6 days. So, that is why those guys are told that generally it will come in 6 days only. Further, there is a 10% chance that it will come in 7 days, 5% chance it will come in 8 days, 5% chance it will come in 9 days, 5% chance it will come in 10 days. Obviously, this percentage of occurrence is nothing but your probability here. Now, probability always totals up to 100% or totals up to 1, no? Correct, no? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, further. Part first, compute the EOQ. This will be the only part that you all can do actually. So, I think you all can start. You all write down. In this question, A is how much? A is how much? 54,000. So, write down. A is equal to 54,000. C, A is equal to rupees 9,000. CI is equal to rupees 300. On next line, write down the formula of EOQ and compute your answer. $1,800. In front of that, you all can write down castings. Now, this question is all about your part 2 of the question. In case you can get part 2, you are brilliant. Okay. Now, part 2 is all about what? Listen. Now, you all tell me, this we all had done around in around 2 or 3 lectures back. If you order at ROL, what is your risk of being out of stock? 0%. There is no risk because we are securing ourselves for the worst things. But our worst things, what can happen to us? Sir, maximum consumption. Okay. Sir, maximum lead time. Nothing worse can happen here. Okay. So, in that particular case, that is our reorder level. Reorder level that we all have learned is always calculated in reference to 0% risk. But now they are asking you something different. Assume that the company is willing to assume a 15% risk of being out of stock. Assume that the company is willing to assume 15% risk of being out of stock. What would be the safety stock? You forget about that. That I'll take care. And reorder point. Reorder point means reorder level. Okay. Now, first of all, everybody will tell me this. What is the normal formula of reorder level? Maximum consumption into maximum lead time. Can we say in this question lead time is given in terms of days? So therefore, can we say consumption also? We should try to find out in terms of per day, no? Yeah, you all will speak, it will be better. What dull people you all are, yaar. You all understand what I speak?
Yes, sir.
So first thing is, let's try to be finding out consumption per day. Tell me how many units you're going to be consuming for the entire year? 54. Whatever I'll purchase, I'll consume now, yaar. Can you say that much consumption will happen in 360 days? So please write down. Write down part 2. This is not your part 2 final answer. I'm just trying to calculate something for you all. Okay, right now. Consumption per day is equal to 54,000 divided by 360 is equal to, get me the answer, 150 units per day. Can you say this 150 units in any case will be maximum, minimum and average, even because of one line in the question, and that is the castings are used evenly throughout the year. Understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so on the next line you all can write down this is maximum, minimum and average consumption. Okay, now see, if this was your regular question now, what I would have told you, in part 2 we want to be finding out reorder point, means reorder level. So sir, reorder level formula is maximum consumption into maximum lead time. Maximum consumption per day is 150. Tell me, what is maximum lead time in this question? 10 days. That is this particular figure. Those guys are written. It can take as much as 10 days. Answer will be 1500. Okay. Now this is the same graph that we all made on the first day. On x-axis, I try to be having stock level. Now stock is falling. It touched 1500. I placed the order. Tell me, if I place the order at 1500, what is my risk of being out of stock? 0%. You only try to be thinking that if you order at this particular level, worst to worst in this question, what will happen to you? Sir, stock will come after 10 days. So beta, you have stock of 10 days, no, in any case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your risk of being out of stock will be how much percent, beta? 0%. But in this question, company wants to take a risk of how much percent? 15%. Okay. Now they are asking you what should be the reorder level. You will only get your answer correct in case you will crack this small table. So my request to you all is that read this part properly once, then read this part again second time, then read this particular part again the third time, and then try to think, if we want to take a risk of 15% of being out of stock, what should be the reorder level? Do not answer before 2 minutes. Your answer will be wrong. I'm telling you all in advance. Take 2 minutes. Even if you get, think again. We'll answer after 2 minutes. So somebody with the answer who has thought, very good. Speak no, yeah, that'll be better. I want to be discussing all such kind of things. I want to be discussing all these things. So please speak. 1050. That comes to how phase? You explain me the logic.
So the percentage of occurrence if the delivery time is 8, it's 5. And 9 is also 5 and 10 is also 5. If you take 7 as a lead time,
Yeah.
then 8, 9 and 10.
We will have to remove.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for 7 days we computed the answer. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See. Now, what he says, you listen to me. See, everybody will listen. We want to be taking risk of 15% of being out of stock. Can we say, if we want to be taking a risk of 15% of being out of stock, we should be 85% sure that we have stocks. Is this understood?
Yes, sir.
Beta, taking a risk of 15% of being out of stock means we have to be sure to the extent of 85% that we have stocks. Is this language very clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, once you have got this, so try to be thinking that you want surety level of 85%. Surety level. You want to be sure that you have stocks to the extent of 85%. Can we say keeping a stock of 6 days will make you sure to the extent of 75% because there is 75% chance that stock will come in 6 days. Is that language okay?
Yes, sir.
But you don't want to be sure to the extent of 75%. You want to be sure to the extent of 85%. Can we say for that 85% surety, we will have to be keeping an extra stock even for the 7th day, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is this okay for everybody? So,
Yes, sir.
if you keep a stock for 7 days, there is 85% chance that stock out will not happen. Means there is 15% risk that stock out will happen. Is that all okay?
Yes, sir.
So, answer in this particular case is 1050. And how did 1050 come? We are going to be keeping stock of 7 days with us. So, 7 days into that 150 that you all computed. 150 into 7, that is 1050. Okay, just few other things I'm trying to be saying and then something big. So I thought I don't want to be having a reorder level of 1500. I want to be having reorder level of 1050 because I wanted to take 15% risk. Now, in this particular case, somebody can always be thinking, sir, why the hell you want to be taking risk, sir? We should not take risk. If Mukesh Ambani would not have taken risk, today Jio would not have been successful, right? But whenever you take a risk, there is obviously a disadvantage, but there is obviously an advantage also. You all will understand. If I order at this particular level, no, there is one advantage that stock out cannot happen. But then there is one disadvantage also that your carrying cost will always be higher because you have higher stocks and then you are ordering. So therefore, amount of stocks that you will always carry will be higher, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Whenever you are going to be ordering at a lower level, one advantage, one disadvantage. You all tell me the advantage. Carrying cost will be lower, but obviously the disadvantage is there that there is a risk of stock out. You all understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, stock is falling. It touched 1050. You place the order. You have placed the order at 1050. You all will understand. If you have placed the order at 1050, 85% chance is there that you will be safe. Now tell me, when the hell you will be safe when stock comes in? Either 6 days or 7 days. Is that all okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but then there is 15% chance that there will be stock out. Okay, when there will be stock out, when stock will come in? 8, 9 or 10 days. If the stock comes after 8 days, can you say there will be stock out for 1 day? If it comes after 9 days, there will be stock out for 2 days. If it comes after 10 days, there will be stock out for 3 days. Okay, but in any case, we want to be taking that much amount of risk. Okay, so therefore answer is 1050, but you all are not writing. Listen. So therefore answer is 1050 for sure. Okay, but now question has asked you something more also. What would be the safety stock and the reorder point? Okay, now what would be the safety stock and reorder point? Safety stock, sir, safety stock is buffer stock, no? Technically no. Those people who do not know costing, and in India 99% of the people are like that only. Okay, that includes all the other teachers also. They all will always tell you that buffer stock and safety stock are same. Okay, they are not same, they are very different things. Okay, but if I have to explain you, like, you know, what is safety stock, then in that case I'll have to tell you something which is very advanced that even does not come in final CA portion. I'll try. In case you all understand, that'll be quite good. In case you don't, then forget it off. Your ICA purpose is solved. Answer is 1050. The job is done. But in case I have to take you to some good level which you all can be proud of, that at least you all can understand, then, and if you have friends in some other classes, you would tell them to tell to their teachers that what is the correct meaning of the term safety stock. Listen. See. You all remember our first question of reorder level that you all did, whereby I gave you a report of last 52 weeks. You all remember? You all remember the numbers over there? Maximum was 450, minimum was 100, average was 300. Maximum lead time was 6 weeks, minimum was 3, average was 5. Correct, no? Okay. I'll try to tell you from there. You all will understand. And their buffer stock was 100 units. Okay, see. Reorder level over there, what I taught you, because that was there in the portion. I honestly would not like to teach like that. Okay, but then I had to be doing that because that was whatever was there in your modules. Maximum consumption into maximum lead time plus buffer stock. So therefore, this was 450. This was 6. Okay, this was 100. So therefore, this was 2700 plus 100. This was 2800. Whatever you all wrote down in your notebooks. Okay, see. Can we say if you order at 2800, your risk of being out of stock will be 0?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. Even if you did not write down this particular part also, and your answer is 2700, can we say still your risk is 0 only, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because you are protecting yourself against the worst thing. Sir, worst that can happen is 450 into 6. That though I try to think in my mind, sir, I want to be having 100 units extra with me at all times. Else I will get a heart attack, I will die. So therefore, I try to be keeping those 100 units extra. But do remember, buffer stock does not give you any extra safety. Can we say extra safety, 100% safety has already come when you have written maximum consumption and maximum lead time. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in reality, reorder level should not be done like this only. If you will be going ever to some foreign universities, okay, and some very good foreign universities, not all, but like, the best ones in the world, okay. If there some authors who research into all these particular things will be teaching you, mostly they will try to teach you this particular concept. This reorder level is all nonsense. It doesn't happen like this. Why? See, you all will understand. When I try to compute ROL like this, I try to be thinking, if 450 units get consumed each and every week for 6 weeks, then how many units I require? Answer came as 2700. So therefore, we take 2700 as a reorder level. But then you all will understand, beta, it is a very slim chance that factory will be consuming 450 units per week. Usually, factory should consume 300, correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Now, there is a slim chance that that supplier will send the stock in 6 weeks. Usually, he should send the stock in how many weeks here?
5 weeks.
5 weeks. Now, my next statement is very important. There is slimmest to slimmest chance, almost 0, that factory will keep on consuming 450 units per week and supplier will come after 6 weeks. You all understood? You all will understand it is almost 0. It never ever happened with us also. Okay, if you all recollect that particular question, 450 units only happened twice in 52 weeks, no? It never happened 6 times together, no? And supplier also came after 6 weeks only once in last 30 orders. So some people try to be saying this 450 into 6, it is a situation, okay, which in fact might never ever happen in this entire life. Its probability is so less. Example, whenever suppose your CA foundation exams were there, okay, maximum ever you have studied in this case is say for 15 hours, and that was the first day of the study leave, okay. Now, it is very rare that you will keep on studying for 15 hours for 5 to 6 days, so consecutively, no? It might not happen in your entire life also, yeah. Okay. So, what I'm trying to tell you is that this is wrong way to be computing reorder level, because if you compute like this, no, this answer becomes so high. Somebody says, what is the problem? Beta, my carrying cost will rise because you have such huge amount of stock and then you are ordering. Okay. So nobody in real life computes reorder level like this because answer becomes very high. Although I understand risk is 0%, I do understand, okay, but for that, if your carrying cost will become so high for the entire year, it might not be worth it. somewhere or the other, your cost is still increasing only. Is everybody comfortable with this? This thing you all have understood? Okay. So what happens in real life? Now, this thing is one thing I don't even try to teach at CA final level. Okay. Because ICA might not try to understand it. But then I'll try with you all. In real life, what happens is, whenever we compute reorder level, no, we try to compute like this: average consumption into average lead time. Okay. Now talk of that particular question. Average consumption per week was how much? 300. Average lead time was how much? 1500. So therefore, sorry, average lead time was 5 weeks. Okay. So therefore we multiply, this will be 1500. This ROL, no, is popularly called as minimum ROL. We try to be thinking at least this much you all should have, because this much consumption will more or less happen every week. This much lead time in any case is required by the supplier. So therefore, we should be having 1500 units as reorder level for sure. You all understood this? Okay. But then after this, this is not your actual reorder level. This is which reorder level? Minimum reorder level. If you try to have ROL which is lesser than this also, no, then you are a pathetic person. Then in any case, there will be stockouts, no? Because usually this is the average that we all consume here, and this is the lead time that supplier will be taking. If you try to be so conjuice that you try to have the reorder level lesser than this also, then you will be facing stockouts here. Okay. But then this is the minimum reorder level. Okay. Actual reorder level, if you want to be finding out, then after this, no, after calculation of this, you try to do risk analysis. Risk analysis means, you all will understand, in 1500 units, there is risk, no, for sure. If ever consumption exceeds 300, then there might be stockouts. If ever lead time exceeds 5 weeks, there might be stockouts. So therefore, after calculation of this, no, companies will start to do risk analysis. They will start to be thinking, there is risk in this, no, okay. So after this, company will be thinking, how much risk we are willing to take. Now listen to the next line properly. If company wants to be taking very less risk after calculation of this, they will add a very huge number over here. Although maximum number that they would like to be adding is maximum 1200 only. Because if we add 1200, can we say this figure again will become 2700 and there will be zero risk in that? Okay, but you all will understand, not every company wants to be taking zero risk over here. Some company can be thinking, forget it, we don't want to be taking a zero risk. We will add 500 over here. Okay, can we say now this 500 is just any number from our side? Can we say if ROL is 2000, you all will understand, in 2000, there is some amount of risk that is there, no? But then you have become slightly more safe as compared to reorder level of 1500. You all understood this? This particular stock is popularly called as safety stock. Okay. Do remember, this gives you extra safety. Buffer stock does not give you the extra safety. You have already got full safety by this and this. Everybody understood this?
Yes.
So this kind of a thing, no, is always added after doing risk analysis in a proper way. Now I am coming back to this particular question and you all will understand why I explain these particular things. Okay, see. Tell me in this particular question, what will be your minimum reorder level? Your minimum reorder level should be average consumption into average lead time. Okay. Now tell me, on an average, how much do you consume per day? 150. Okay. Into, can we say average lead time should be 6 days, no? Supplier should be coming in 6 days. Is that all okay?
Yes.
There is 75% chance stock will be coming in 6 days, no?
Yes.
Okay, so therefore this particular thing will be 900. Now my next line. After calculation of this, you try to do risk analysis. You all should understand. If this is your actual reorder level, there will be a risk of 25%.
Yes, sir.
How 25% came, beta? 75% chance that stock will come on time. So 25% chance stock will not come on time. Okay. But I don't want to be taking a risk of 75%. Can you say I want to be taking risk of only 15%? Sorry, I don't want to be taking a risk of 25%. I want to be taking a risk of only 15%. Correct, no? Can you say for that I have to keep extra safety stock for the 7th day also?
Yes.
So that 1 day stock is technically called as safety stock. Okay. This is the stock that I am keeping for that 7th day. Okay. So therefore 900 plus 150. Beta, my answer is still 1050 only. That I told you all right in the beginning. Okay. But what happened was that some in this particular case was asking me that they want to be finding out safety stock separately. Okay. So therefore I had to try to put that particular concept of what do you mean by safety stock. Is that all okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is one theory, no, not there in your modules, which should have been there in the modules. You know, when they explained first time the formula of reorder level, no, they should have never ever tried to write down that the formula of reorder level is maximum consumption into maximum lead time. Because in real life, that will imply that we want to be having zero risk, and that is an option left upon to the company whether they want to be having 0% risk or not. This is how reorder levels are implemented in real life. What I wanted you all to be knowing. Okay. You all have written part 2. You all have written average consumption. This is maximum, minimum and average. Those are the last words that you all have written.
Yes, sir.
Okay. On the next line, you all write down. Company wants to take 15% risk of being out of stock. (15% risk of being out of stock). Therefore, it should be 85% sure that it has stocks. Full stop. Keeping a stock of 6 days, will make the company sure to the extent of (6 days). Sorry, will make the keeping a stock of 6 days will make the company sure to the extent of 75%. Full stop. For extra 10% safety, comma, company should keep the stock for the 7th day also. Company should keep the stock for the 7th day also. Full stop. this stock for the 7th day, this stock for the 7th day is called as safety stock. Is called as safety stock. You all copy down this, please. Now listen. Now this is your part 2 of the answer. Now part 3, I am not going to be speaking. Just one thing is changed and you try to finish off the entire question by yourself. Part 3 is very simple, is almost like part 2 only. Assume that a company is willing to assume 5% risk of being stock out. What would be the safety stock and reorder point? Part 3 and part 2, only this percentage has changed. So I am giving you maximum 30 seconds. You are going to be having only this again for part 3 of the question, obviously with some amount of numbers change because the risk percentage has changed. So if now company wants to be taking only 5% risk of being out of stock, okay, so you all do whatever you all want, okay, and get me the answer. Start in fair only, please. Part 3, only those last 3 lines you are writing again for this part. Done? Okay, so can we say first part in any case will be remaining 900, no, still? But second, you want to be taking risk of 5%, so therefore you want to be sure to the extent of 95%. So therefore, if you're going to be keeping stock of 6 days, you will be sure to the extent of 75%. Can you say for 95%, you will have to be keeping the stock for 7th day, 8th day and 9th day also. Is that all okay?
Yes.
So 3 days stock you got to be keeping. So therefore into 3, 450. Okay. Now somebody can obviously be asking me, sir, it was 15%, 5%. Sir, if it was 8%, then what to do, sir? Okay. Now obviously if it will be 8%, can we say we want a surety level of 92%?
Yes, sir.
Now 92% you will spend your life, but you will not be able to get it. Okay. Now such question, there is a technique in CA final, not part of your CA interposition, whereby we try to be using normal distribution. Those people who are good in maths, you might have done normal distribution sometimes or the other in life. You all have done ever?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Through normal distribution, we all can get the answer, but that is one thing I'll reserve for CA final, not today. Okay. So don't try to be thinking those particular things. At inter CA, those guys will not be asking you. Okay. Now, so part 1 is done, part 2 is done, part 3 is done, part 4. Part 4, assume 5% stock out risk. Okay. Means when you're doing part 4th of the question, please you assume the situation of part 3 where there was 5% stock out risk. Okay. Assume that the company is willing to assume 5% risk of being stock out, of being out of stock. So this situation you are presuming over here. Now I am only reading part 4. Assume 5% stock out risk. Okay. What would be the total cost of ordering and carrying inventory for a year? So basically those guys want TCA and TCI, correct? No?
Yes.
Okay. So you all don't write. Tell me the formula of TCA, please.
A upon Q into C.
A upon Q into CA. Okay. Tell me the formula of TCI. Q by 2 into CI. You all are not writing. Okay. Can you say for part 4, those guys have told assume the situation of part 3? Okay. So tell me, how much should be A beta?
54,000.
54. Perfect. Divided by, again for the third time I am saying, for part 4 you assume the situation of part 3. Tell me now, Q will be how much?
1350.
1350. What man? One thing. What do you mean by Q? What do you mean by Q? Okay, forget it. What is 1350?
Reorder level.
ROL. Okay. What is ROL? Reorder level. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, that was one thing I didn't know. Listen to me. What is 1350 now? Please don't speak ROL. You tell me what does 1350 number, what tells you? What do you mean by that ROL is 1350? It is the level at which you order. Cartoons. But Q does not mean the level at which you order. Q always means the quantity that you order. Now tell me, how much should be Q? 1800. Beta, Q will mean your EOQ, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Although this was not the trick in the question. Wait, this was the easier part. Okay, that you all got wrong. Into 9000. This is first answer. Okay, now this part. TCI is equal to Q by 2 into CI. Okay, listen. Q by 2, I derived this formula for you. One person was selling cold drinks near my classes. 10 cold drinks, it became 0. Average was 5, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that formula of Q by 2, if you all will remember, was calculated as how? We order Q units, it again becomes 0. Again we order Q units, again it becomes 0. This cycle will keep on continuing. If average stock for every period is Q by 2, then average stock for the entire year is also Q by 2. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, perfect. Now. But that formula I derived with you all when I was doing EOQ with you all. That time, one of the assumption was that lead time is 0. You all remember that? Third assumption, lead time is 0.
Yes, sir.
But now there is lead time. See, if there is lead time, no, given the problem, you all will understand. The day you get the stock, you might be having even some amount of earlier stock, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in case you don't get it, okay, listen. Can you say Q by 2 had originally stood for average stock? Is that all okay?
Yes, sir.
But average stock from now in such questions will never ever be Q by 2, because under Q by 2, what we all try to be thinking, sir, we order Q units, it becomes 0. Again, I order Q units, again it becomes 0. But if there is lead time, no, you all will understand, before the stock will become 0, you will get the new stock. In case you don't agree, listen over here. I am proving it to you. How to be proving? Very simple. Tell me, what is your, what is the quantity that you order? 1800. Okay. Now, how many units you consume on a daily basis? 150. Can I say after one day stock will become 1650? After one day stock will become 1500. After one day stock will become 1350. Is that all okay?
Yes.
Stock will keep on falling, no, by your consumption. Okay. But it touched 1350, beta. Can you say 1350 is also your reorder level?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So therefore, we will order the stock today, because there is, in fact, for part 4, those guys have written, no, assume 5% stock out risk. Okay. So therefore, we are assuming the situation of part 3 when you order at 1350. Is ordering at 1350 okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, everybody will tell me this. Today you are ordering the stock. What do you think stock should usually come in how many days, beta? 6 days. At least that is whatever I'll be thinking, because there is 75% chance that stock will be coming in 6 days. So therefore, just keep on seeing this. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4th day, 5th day, 6th day. Can you say 6 days is over? Supplier will bring in the new stock?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you say he will be bringing in 1800 units?
Yes, sir.
Can you say stock will become 2250?
Yes, sir.
Now again we will start. Okay. So we have ordered the stock. We have got the stock. Again now your consumption continues, beta. 2100, 1950, 1800, 1650, 1500, 1350. Can we say again 1350 is your reorder level? So therefore today you will place the order. Okay. Can we say you should be assuming that stock will be coming in 6 days?
Yes,
So 1200, 1050, this is 900, this is 750, this is 600, this is 450, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 days are over. Again you will be coming across 1800. Again this will become 2250. Is this all okay?
yes, sir.
Now can we say this cycle I can keep on copying pasting over here again and again.
Yes, sir.
It is the same thing that will keep on happening, and I would like to forget away this particular cycle, because this cycle will only happen once when the company is starting new. Can we say after that this cycle will keep on repeating itself? No?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so forget about that first cycle. It is not given that the question that the company is new or something. So forget about that. Okay. So in this particular year, all these particular things will happening. So can we say that after every few days, stock will fall down to 2250 to 450?
Yes, sir.
Can you all see that consumption is evenly done?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can you all see that if consumption is evenly done, can we say average stock will be nothing but opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. So pick up your calci. 2250 plus 450 upon 2 will be how much?
1350.
1350. Can we say if average stock in this cycle is 1350, average stock in this cycle is 1350, full year's average stock will also be 1350, no?
1352. Yes.
Okay, so therefore this is my only question ever, whereby we do not apply average stock formula as Q by 2. Wherever you applied Q by 2, no, in those particular questions there was no lead time that was given. But if there is lead time, then you should be computing average stock like this. Okay, 1350 will be your average stock. And now I can probably try to tell you this particular thing and you all will understand. We all had written 4 formulas: reorder level, maximum stock level, minimum stock level. What was the last formula?
Minimum.
Your average stock level. And average stock level I explained you by 2 methods. One of ICA, that was a third class method, maximum plus minimum upon 2. What was the other one?
Minimum plus
Minimum plus ROQ upon 2. You all will understand in this particular question, 1350 is basically that only here.
Yes, sir.
Somebody can always be thinking, sir, proof. Okay, tell me, how do you come across the minimum level? You all tell me that your minimum level is nothing but ROL minus average consumption into average lead time, no?
Yes.
So therefore ROL was 1350 minus average consumption is 150 into average lead time is 6. Can you say this particular thing will be 450?
Yes, sir.
So 450 plus, can we say ROQ upon 2 will be 1800 upon 2, no?
Yes, sir.
So in this particular case, you all will understand, answer still comes to 1350. You know, when I was doing that average stock level, one line I had told you will not be able to recap it. Okay, I told you in one other question, I will prove it also that particular formula is far better to apply. Okay, so in any particular case, 1350, you all can directly apply this particular formula also. Although I wanted to explain this particular thing once. Okay, now why we do not apply Q by 2? Because in this question there is lead time also. Okay, so therefore 1350 into CI. So how much was CI in this particular question? I guess that was 300, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so therefore into 300, this will be giving you your TCI. You total it up. Okay, you all copy down this please. Part 4, you all copy down this 1350. I'll give a note. will not apply. Hence formula of Q by 2 will not apply. Just do this, then once I will be reading the shorts. There are 1 or 2 corrections that has to be done.
Done.
Just a sec. Yeah.
Can you please explain that safety stock and buffer stock distinction?
But a buffer stock doesn't give you any kind of a safety. It is just a policy whereby we got to be keeping something extra. In this particular question, if my ROL was calculated using 0% risk, no? So that time your ROL would have been 1500, correct? Okay. If beyond that you will keep something extra, that would be nothing but buffer stock. So buffer stock, and that's what I try to convey in this particular formula. Buffer stock is apart from this. So if suppose this is 150, if suppose this is 10. But then I try to be thinking beyond 1500 also I want to be keeping 100 units extra. That will be nothing but buffer stock. So buffer stock is apart from 0% risk. Okay, but safety stock is whatever increases your safety. So that is why we compute the minimum ROL, and then if we add something to increase our safety, that is your safety stock. Okay, so buffer stock comes after your safety stock fully is exhausted only. Okay. Okay. That's it. What is, you understood what did I say? Okay. Is all done over here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm reading this particular shorts because just 1 or 2 things we'll have to do the correction over here. Just a sec. Usual ROL is calculated using 0% risk. That is 100% surety. In real life, no one computes ROL using maximum consumption into maximum lead time. Else carrying cost will be very high. Okay, this is whatever I told you all first. Second, in real life, we compute minimum ROL, which is average consumption into average lead time. After that, we add the safety stock to reduce our risk. This safety stock will depend upon the risk you are willing to take. Third, in part 2, company wants to take the risk of 15% of being out of stock. Hence, it wants to be 85% sure that it has stocks. Keeping a stock of 6 days will make the company sure to the extent of 75%. For 10% extra safety, it will have to keep safety stock for 7th day also. Okay, that is your third point. Okay, fourth. In this problem, there will be lead time. Therefore, average stock will not be Q by 2. That you all wrote also. Okay, in this problem, we will have to find out average stock ourselves. We purchase 1000 units at one time. Sorry, we purchase 1800 units at one time. When we purchase it for the first time, our stock will be 1800. We consume 150 units per day. After 3 days, stock will become 1350. I think after 3 days, you all will be able to see this, no? First day, second day, third day. Is that all okay?
Yes.
I've just tried to be explaining this entire thing, okay? After 3 days, stock will become 1350, which is our reorder level. We place order for 1800 units on that day, which usually should come after 6 days or within 6 days. So that's okay. After 6 days, when stock will come, our stock will be, or our stock level will be, it will mean the same particular thing only, 1350 minus 6 into 150, that is 450. On that day, we will be getting 1800 units. After getting above, stock will become 2250, and then I have explained exactly that particular thing only, that stock will again keep on falling up and so on वगैरह. Okay, but towards the end, I've just written that extra note also. Just a sec. I'll have to make enter over here. So, after 6 days, it will again touch 1350. Again, we place an order for 1800, which will come after 6 days. Stock level will become 450 on that day when the stock will come. The above cycle will keep on repeating itself, and average stock for every 12 days will be 2250 plus 450 divided by 2, that is 1350. Therefore, average stock for the entire year will also be 1350. Usually, ICA does not give such explanation. It uses a formula as minimum level plus ROQ upon 2, that is 450 plus 1800 upon 2, 1350. You can also do that particular thing in exam, so it will be faster for you in fact. Okay, that's it about your this particular part. The last part is the simplest part of this entire question. Okay, refer to the original data. We shall be doing that. Assume that using process re-engineering. Re-engineering means like, we try to change how we try to produce, how we try to run our business. The company reduces the cost of placing a purchase order to only rupees 600. This will be your new CA. Further, in addition, the company estimates that when the waste and inefficiencies caused by inventories are considered, the true cost of carrying a unit in stock is 720 per year. This will be your new CI. Okay. Compute the new EOQ. Please, you all do that here. CA has changed, CI has changed. Those guys have told you compute new EOQ. So please do that. You all write down part 5A. Write down new EOQ is equal to square root of 2ACA divided by CI, 300 units. Further, how frequently would the company be placing an order as compared to old purchasing policy? Now, this thing we all have done. It used to be called as inventory cycle. You all remember that? Inventory cycle we all had done by two methods. One is either by using number of orders. Okay, you can be doing that, or directly by using number of units. You all remember that we all have done this particular word of inventory cycle. How frequently? Okay, so we will start to do like that only. Write down inventory cycle. I'm trying to do by the second method, beta. So inventory cycle, units, days. In an entire year, there are 54,000 units that we are going to be consuming or purchasing. There are 360 days in the year. Now, they are saying how frequently would the company be placing an order as compared to old purchasing policy. So we will do it once for old policy. We will do it once for the new policy. Earlier we were purchasing 1800 units and now we are going to be purchasing 300 units. So just cross multiply. This was one of the ways how we all have done it.
So 12 and 2.
12 days, 2 days. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, listen. Your one part of this chapter is over. All your questions of EOQ reorder level are all done. Okay.